On today's video, we are going to do a really pretty and easy way to keep the hair off your face. Sometimes pulling your hair back in a ponytail or a bun isn't going to get these short hairs back, or maybe you just don't even want to put your hair in a ponytail or a bun, but you still want to keep the hair off your face and you don't want to wear a headband. So this is my favorite way to pull my hair off my face. It looks cute, it's simple, and it doesn't require that I put the rest of my hair up if I don't want to. You can do this from a center part or a side part, it doesn't matter. For the sake of symmetry, we're going to do it from a center part today. So obviously it'll be even on the both sides if it is from the center, but you absolutely can do it from the side part. It's just you'll have more of the style on one side than the other. So I'm just going to make sure my hair is fully brushed, and you'll see I don't have any volume in my hair today. There is no volumizing product in my hair, and therefore you can see just how flat my hair is without all the products in it. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of come down to about 2 inches down from my part. That where you go is gonna be different on everybody. You don't have to do it exactly the same. You could just go 1 inch or 2 down your part, from your part, down your hairline. But where I try to go is where you see my hair starts to drop down. That's the point that I go to. So that's how I measure it for me. It's about 2 inches away from my center part, and it's where the hair starts to recede and then drop down, but it won't look all that different if you pick a different spot. And then I'm going to take my finger, keeping it right against my scalp the whole time, and I'm going to go right up to my part, and I've created a triangular section of hair. Now, this doesn't have to be too precise. Sometimes I just literally go like that. I don't check that it's perfect. It's fine. I'm just being really precise here to show you exactly what I do. But if you're a little bit more messy with it, it's not going to be the end of the world. Then we are going to take it and split it into 2 pieces. And essentially what we're going to do is a 2-strand French braid. So we're going to take the front piece and we're going to move it over, and it's going to become the back piece. And we're going to switch fingers, okay? And then before we do that again, we're going to grab a little bit of hair, trying not to grab too far down. Otherwise, it's not going to look nice and neat. Just a tiny scoop of hair, and then switch those pieces again. Now, a tip for making sure that it doesn't end up all far away from your head and loose is to keep your fingers close to your scalp. If you're doing the twisting way out here, it's going to be sloppy and messy and loose. If you want it nice and tight, not only do you want to pull, but you want to work with your fingers close to your head. So again, we're going to pick up just with my fingers. I'm going to pinch a tiny bit of hair there. Make sure there's no little hairs that are kind of catching up. Just use your finger to check. And then front to back again, keeping everything nice and close. And we're just going to keep going down that way, flipping the pieces over one another from front to back. Now, as I get here, I'm going to make sure I've grabbed hair from behind my ear, so the twist will kind of move back. And then once it's behind my ear, I'm going to grab a bobby pin. I'm going to put it on the twist, let it close, and then just slide it up. And that is going to hold everything in place just like that. Then we'll just do the other side. And you can see once you get used to it and your hands know what to do, it's very quick. You won't have to think about it too hard. I usually don't even bother, I don't need to even watch myself in the mirror when I do this. It's pretty straightforward. It's much more simple than a 3-strand French braid because you're literally just twisting the 2 pieces over each other. And there you go. Now, all of your hair is back off your face completely, short bangs and all, and you can still wear your hair down, or you can put it in a low ponytail or a low bun, and none of those little hairs around your face are going to fall out. If you have bangs, like shorter bangs, this is also a great way to get them off of your face. Just making sure that when you're doing your sections, you're keeping them really small as you pick up each section of hair, just like I showed you. If you're finding you're having pieces fall out and pop out, it's because the sections weren't tiny enough. If they're nice and tiny and everything's tight to the head, even short bangs will seamlessly incorporate into a style like this. I hope you found that helpful. If you have any questions, as always, let me know in the comment section and I will do my very best to answer those for you. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my videos. Play around with your hair, have fun, experiment, and find things that work for you. Always take what you learn here and feel free to adapt it, change it, modify it in any way that works better for you, your lifestyle, or your hair. These are just lessons that can help you build what will work for you. Thank you so much for watching today. I will see you in the next video. Bye.